Well, this is time number 3 for recording this. Facebook has not been kind to me today, and that's okay. Stuff happens. So, today is day 27. We got 3 days left in this challenge, and we talked about this when I did the live in the car. Obviously, that was a quick teaser of what we're going to talk about today. But today, we're going to zoom all the way out, all the way out. For 26 days, you've been in execution mode. You're posting, you're DMing, you're following up, you're handling objections, you're onboarding, you're automating, you're doing all of the essentials. All of the work is building something real. Today, we take a step back from the day-to-day and we ask the bigger question. Where is my business going and what do I actually need to get there, right? What do you need to get your business to move forward? Drop in the comments right now if you know your revenue goal. That was one of the things I told you to do on that quick little live in the car. I don't want you, it's not your hope, it's not your wish, it's a number you're actually working towards. You got to put it down, write it down. Hold on to those numbers because today we're going to figure out exactly what it takes to hit those. Here's the difference between someone who runs their business and someone whose business runs them. Do you want to be the running your business? Do you want to be a slave to your business? The business whose business runs them, the person, they're going to wake up every day and they're going to be exhausted and they're going to be very reactionary. They respond to whoever comes in. They show up in their inbox. They respond to everything in their inbox. They post when they feel inspired. They follow up when they remember to follow up. They work hard but without any clear direction. And at the end of the month, they look at their revenue, and their revenue does not seem to match the amount of work and all the things that they're doing and the effort they're putting into their business. It just doesn't translate. So when a CEO wakes up, the CEO is like, I'm going to take on today, right? And they know their revenue goals. They know exactly what numbers and what activities drive to that number. And they do those activities consistently, regardless of how they feel that day. And at the end of the month, there is no surprise about the results because they've actually engineered the results they're trying to give. So this is the shift we're making today. You've got to go from being reacting, right? You want to stop reacting and start executing. From hoping to planning. That's the big one for me. You got to go from hoping to you start planning. But I don't want you to get so caught up in planning you can't do things, right? From doing all things to doing the right things. Let's walk through what a CEO day looks like for someone. If you're a coach, it's thinking outside the box. You are going to look at your $5,000 a month and you know that your signature offer is $1,500. So you want to make $5,000. You know your signature offer is $1,500. That means you need to sign 4 clients this month with a 25% close rate. So you need to get on 16 discovery calls in order to get those 4 people because you're closing 25%. To book those 16 discovery calls, you need to be having active conversations and you need to have at least 40 to 50 active conversations with warm leads, and you need to consistently bring in more people, right? So from there, you need to do your daily non-negotiables. Post 1 piece of content, send out 5 outreach messages, follow up with 3 people from the pipeline, and book at least 1 call per day. That's CEO math. That's not guesswork. That's CEO math, and it's a plan. For someone who's a service provider, you got to think your revenue goal is 400,000 or 400,000, 40,000, 4,000. That's what we want to make a month for right now. We're going to make it simple. We're trying to keep them around where everybody is in the thing. It doesn't mean this is you. It just means kind of what it is. So you're looking at 4,000 a month. The signature service package is 1,000. So you need 4 people, right? 4 new projects coming in at your current conversion rate of about 1 per 3 inquiries. So 25%. You're looking at, you need to generate 12 qualified inquiries per month. That means 3 inquiries per week. So non-negotiables are project results twice a week. Send 2 referral asks per week. Follow up with everyone who's sent in an inquiry, and you need to do that in a timely manner, and spend the next 30 minutes of your day or 30 minutes of your day in active relationship building, in the DMs, in the conversations, looking for your new clients. For someone who's a product creator, think about things like this. You're looking at $2,000 a month from custom orders. Your average custom piece is $200. If you're doing sweatshirts, you're looking around $50. So you got to adjust your price accordingly. And you need, if we're going to do $200 because we're rounding it out, you need 10 orders. To get 10 orders, you need to see 25 to 30 inquiries. Again, we're looking at 25 to 30% for your conversion rate. So your non-negotiables are posting your process for your process content. You want to show the behind the scenes stuff because people want to see from the designing to the execution how it is that you operate. Doesn't mean you're showing them all the secret sauce, but as a whole, they want to know you and how you work, and that's the way to do it. You want to generate really good qualified inquiries. Follow up with everyone who's inquired in the same day. Do not put that one off. Send a referral, ask to past clients or to people in your network. And then you're going to reach out to a complimentary business. I mentioned that on the car live. You want to look at inviting someone that has a complimentary business to you. So using Janelle as an example, we talked about the embroidery. Let's look at real estate agents, apartment complexes, things that like to give gifts as an item to the new tenant, to the new client, etc. When we're looking at an energetic coach, we're looking at like $3,000 revenue, right? So your one-on-one coaching is going to be $750 for a 6-week package. And you need to have 4. All of these, notice it's like 4 to 10, right? You need to sign 4 new clients to get your goal. And then if you're going to do that, you have to have 12 real conversations about the work you do. So your non-negotiables are going to be post content that speaks directly. We're going to continue with the mom who's feeling lost. You need to talk to her 3 times a week. Reach out to 5 warm clients, and you need to get them in the DMs, and you need to have them on a call. Follow up with every not yet from the last 60 days, and spend 30 minutes per day in the spaces where they're hanging out. In every single one of these cases, the CEO is doing the same thing. They're working backwards. They're looking at top goal, and they're identifying the activities that drive the goal. So think about, instead of a funnel coming in, we want to think, you want to think tight and then wide, or big goal, and then what we got to do it. Either way, we're funneling, we're creating a ladder to get to where you want to go. Now, let's talk about the non-negotiables, because this is where the rubber meets the road, and this is how your business is really going to survive and succeed. Because this piece separates you from people who have good months occasionally to people who have amazing months consistently. Your CEO non-negotiables are not your to-do list. To-do list, it's kind of like it's checked off, it's out the door. These show up daily, and they are 3 to 5 activities that you do every single day, regardless of how you feel, regardless of how busy you are, regardless of how motivated you are to do the work. They are the minimum effective dose of activity that keeps your business moving forward on the hard days. So you got to do this regardless. You can't get off the hamster wheel if you don't continue to work and you don't continue to move the needle forward. And if you do this right, it's going to take you probably an hour. All the things that we've done thus far have added up to where we are right now. If you spend an hour doing those activities, you are in like Flynn. So you've got the automations are already built, or we've designated what they are. That's going to take you an extra hour. Not per day, but to build that out so that it's working for you. And once that's working for you, all those other pieces fit in that hour to hour and a half timeline. And the more that you do them, the less time it takes. You just got to get into the rhythm. And if you can spend that hour on your business instead of just in your business, the amount of business you get is just going to grow exponentially. The key word here is these are non-negotiable. They are the minimum effective dose of activity to get your business going. Not when you feel like it, not when things are not busy. Every single day you need to do this. I do a business power hour every morning with Sunny. Sunny and I work Monday through Friday, and we're on for 2 to 3 hours. We're not even talking. We're literally dedicating that time to our business, and we turn on a Zoom call, which neither one of us are actually on camera. For most businesses, the non-negotiables are some combination of these things. Create and distribute one piece of content. Make 5 meaningful outreach contacts. Follow up with pipeline leads. Spend time in the community where your ideal client gathers. Do 1 revenue generating activity above and you're good. But really, what we need to do is send 5 warm DMs. Not cold ones, not broadcasts. 5 personal messages to people who already know you. People you've been having conversations with. Reference something specific about them so they know that you're talking to them. Reopen the conversation. It's a really quick path to get a yes in any of the business types above. Follow up with every lead in your pipeline. Go through the DMs, your emails, your conversations from the last 60 days. Not every single one is going to be ideal, but you are going to know the ones that are. I need you to I want you to look at the not yets, I need to think about it, I'll circle back. Follow up with them today. You don't have to do every single one today, but start working on it. Start working on it and start driving it. Make 1 direct offer to 1 person. Ask 1 past client for a referral. And book or run 1 discovery call. If you can do 1 discovery call a day, you are going to be on fire. That's it. 5 things. 30 to 60 minutes. I'm going to say 60 to 90 minutes as we start that you're going to dedicate to being the CEO of your business. And that's what it looks like from the inside. Right now, are you doing any of these activities, or were you before the challenge? And I'm not talking about the tasks that keep you busy. I'm talking about ones that drive results. Are you doing tasks consistently to drive results for your business? Though, when you start writing them down, pick 3 to 5 that are going to be the beginning of your CEO non-negotiables. So your 4 moves for today. Move 1, set your revenue goal for the next 30 days. That's the one we talked about up top. Not vague. We want to be specific. We don't want it to be, I want to make more money. Yeah, we all want to make more money. It needs to be a specific number, because if it's not written, it's not retained. And if it's not written, we're not going to make that our real goal. Write it down. Say it out loud. Put it somewhere so you see it every day. So when you're questioning whether you want to do those 5 CEO tasks, those non-negotiables, you're going to look up at, and you haven't hit that number yet, you need to put the shoe to your own butt. And what we're going to do there is, that's our goal. We're going to make this for June 30th, because you guys are in this challenge. We're coming up to the end of May. By the end of June, what money do you want to have? What is the monthly income you want to earn next month? Move 2, we need to reverse engineer the math. You're going to take that revenue goal. You're going to divide it by the price of your offer. That equals the number of sales you need. Then you're going to take that number of sales, divide it by your close rate. So if your close rate is 25%, you're going to divide it by 25, and that equals the number of conversations you have to have. The number of conversations needs to be divided by 30 if you're going to do 1 each day, or it could be divided by 25, or it could be divided by 20, depending on how many days that you're actually working in your business to get your targeted daily outreach goal. If you do the math right, you're going to see what your numbers are, and you're going to need to be there. So do that right now on paper. Say it out loud. Whatever you need to do it to make it real. Move number 3, identify the one thing that would move the needle the most this week. What is the one thing that you could do? Not 10 things, not all the things you put on your list. The one thing, the one single activity to do that you could do, if you're doing it consistently, that would be the biggest revenue goal impactor. Like, what's going to have the biggest impact on you? What's going to have the biggest impact on you getting to the number? Write it down and do it today before you do anything else. Make that your first non-negotiable. For the next little bit, I want you to think about the first one. This week, we're going to add the 1 non-negotiable. Next week, we're going to do 2 non-negotiables. The week after that, 3 non-negotiables. So right now, move 4 is write a commitment to yourself. You are writing a commitment to yourself. The 3 to 5 activities that you think are going to move your business. And you're going to write it out. Week 1, I'm going to do this non-negotiable. And I want you to put the dates down. From June 1 to June 7, I will be doing this non-negotiable. From June 7 to June 14, I'm doing this non-negotiable plus this non-negotiable. And you're going to do 5 by the end of the month. Well, 4 by the end of the month. But, the goal is to add 1 each week so that you're creating a sustainable and attainable goal. And this is a commitment to you. It's a standard, not really a goal. You're developing your standard. So your standard for week 1 is this one non-negotiable. Standard for week 2 is this second non-negotiable plus the first one. You got it, right? I don't have to over-explain it. And you got to write it as, this is what my business requires of me every day, and I show up for it. Your personal page move, I posted it on mine. If you want to use it, go ahead. The statement is, something I've been working on is the difference between being busy in my business and being strategic in it. I used to measure my days by how much I did. Now I measure them by whether I did the things that actually move the needle. What is one thing you do every day that you know is a non-negotiable for your success? Drop it below. That post is going to resonate with people. Some people aren't going to say anything. Some people are going to get bitchy about it because, we like being bitchy. And it positions you as someone who's thinking about their business in a real strategic clarity rather than just going through the motions. You know where the worksheet is. I want you to go through it. Here's what I want you to walk away with today. Your revenue goals are not going to be hit by hoping harder and working longer. They're only going to be hit when you know your numbers, you execute against them daily, and you make the right activities your non-negotiables. You're 3 days from the finish line for this challenge. And the CEO non-negotiables you write down today are what are going to carry you forward after day 30. When the structure from this challenge is gone, when you are starting to really get into the habit, the forming is happening, you got to set your goals, do the math, and everything that moves forward is a non-negotiable for getting business into your business. Drop your revenue goal if you're comfortable. I want to see the numbers. If you DM me if you're uncomfortable posting them publicly. I want to celebrate with you on your wins and if you show up for your business. You got to think like a CEO. Let's get you paid.